Hello folks, this is Ghost Whale and welcome to my live stream of V4. It's the 5th of September and this is my second stream coming off from 24 hours, approximately 24 hours since my last stream. Feel free to join me in the chat. Your messages will appear in the bottom left hand corner. Like before, I'll try my best to answer, and I've no idea what I'm covering. I'm just this is just basically probably the equivalent of a podcast, just talk about the game and maybe the stats perhaps, but also an update on what I've done in the last 24 hours. It's actually, I've been extremely lucky. We start by having a look at the rankings. CPU rankings, I'm at rank 52. With it's saying 264,790 CP, but I've just recently upgraded one of the enchantment levels, taking me up to 265,000. Over that, what's the precise number? You can see in the bottom down the health bar, 265,590, so it hasn't been updated in the ranks. I'm just going to post the link into our Discord so that maybe you might get some viewers and join me. Feel free to join me in the live stream. I'll just say we're live as well. This crazy keyboard. We're live at youtube.com. Have to be careful of the censors. This game censors pretty much everything. It censors the word God, I don't know. I know the ending to Games of Thrones was really bad, but you don't need to censor it in this game, GOT. Ghost Wheel. Alright. I think I fixed the chat in the first stream. The messages were truncated, so you probably heard me answering questions that you couldn't see until like 10 minutes later, so hopefully that's fixed now. Let's make sure the stream's working properly. I think sounds looks good. Yeah, everything is looking okay. So what's changed? I've essentially increased my CP by 12,000 since the last stream, and that wasn't by doing stuff from alts. All I did with the alts was just to go through and do the daily missions, which is what you need. The daily missions is what you need for this event that we have at the moment. Where is it? Yeah, this event's quite important for getting the epic purifying water, so it's worth doing. The soulstone upgrades, you need 50 and 100 daily missions, which you can do maybe over 4 days, 4 or 5, maybe 4 days. It doesn't take very long to get the quick ones. You could get 15, I think maybe 15 minutes for 15 daily missions per alt, maybe approximately. And that's what I did this morning. I only run maybe free. I only have something like free alts that I run with daily missions. I'm deleting the other characters so that I can repeat the main mission, and that takes 3 days. So going back to what's changed. Last night I was particularly lucky with the pets. I got one epic. It's not that big a difference. I was using this one for more damage. If you switch back to this, and you can see the difference is only 1,400 CP. But this is quite a nice pet for bosses. You can see does additional attack and defense against bosses. Also has a raw attack value of 250, which is good for everything. Let's resummon my epic pet, and I got lucky just a few hours ago running demons and managed to find this crystal which has really high accuracy compared to my last crystal. I think there's a difference of something like 500 accuracy, and also it has an additional soulstones slot. It's you find most of the soulstones in your gear just increases defense related values, you know, evade, critical hit resistance. They add a lot of CP. It's something like you know, a third more than the attack value. You know, that's the only soulstones that add attack that increases your potential damage is on your chest. So I've started increasing this one attack. Increases the bag weight, but that doesn't increase your CP. But you hit harder. Also, the gloves is. I think I'm going to increase. I'm going to try my luck in making these into legendaries if I can, because crit hit is quite good for increasing your damage. But you'll notice when you remove and put on the various different soulstones, this one I think gives you the least CP. It's like a third less than the yellow ones. I think so. Oh, actually, it's CP 3146 for epic, and this one 1738. That's a massive difference in CP. You know, if you're looking for to increase raw CP, this is what I was doing at first. I was increasing the soul stones, which gave me the highest CP, like this yellow one. You know, defense parry. The epic one has 3146, so I increased it to. I upgraded to legendary, which doubles the CP approximately to 6600, and then I started realizing that's not actually it's nice having high CP, but you can kind of brute force your survivability by just slotting in tons of instant HP potions. So it's very hard to increase your damage, but very easy to survive if you have, you know, like the potions and just being very careful with bosses. So a few weeks into the game, I started focusing on these soul stones, attack, which gives me additional attack. The CP is less. You can see the legendary is 5500 compared to. Oops, not this one. Compared to this one, 6600. So I'm losing potentially 1000 CP. There's lots of defense soul stones. You know, this one, more defense type soul stones. Belt, what does this belt use? Yeah, more defense. That's quite high, but it's against its defense. I don't need defense. I want more damage. I want to hit hard. And again, more defense. Soul stones is. What I'd like is what was preferable in terms of stats is accuracy. I think that's the main thing. You want to hit. You know, if you find when you're up against hard players or bosses, you miss. You constantly miss. So you need to hit your target. And what am I doing? Stats, character stats. What you want is high accuracy, and it's not easy. It's not easy getting high accuracy. Thanks for coming to my stream, folks. I'm just keep looking at the chat now. Just watched the last moment of the last stream, and yeah, Tifa. For the past 4 years, I always thought you were a lady. You know, it's now you know your friends who have known you longer in Darkstar and which is formed, I believe, out from Rockstars, a good guild, and I've known for a long time back in Hit. Yeah, I thought you were. Yeah, we used to play together in Hawks as well, and I always thought you were a lady. But you're a guy. All right. Yeah, stats. Looking at the stats, accuracy I think is important. So how do you increase accuracy? There's not very many ways to do it. I got lucky with this crystal. That's one way of increasing accuracy. And also I think pets and mounts are the other two main ways of increasing accuracy. Having a look at my mount, I got lucky a few days ago with this blue sky griffin, which is giving me 700 accuracy. That's good. I was using this white one, which has quite decent accuracy but relatively lower attack speed. So I got lucky with the mount. Also the pet can give accuracy as well. The pet. Well, saying that, I was using the one for crit hit. I think I wanted to potentially do more criticals, but there's a pet that does accuracy. Where is it? It's another dog type pet. No, it's this one, a snowflake. It's a cat, I think. Kind of looks like a cat. Yaka Flush. No, snowflake Yaka Flush. Okay. And this one is, yeah. I was using this one for quite a long time because it gave me the most CP for rays, but no, crit hit resistance isn't that great a stat to increase. And then I switched over to this one, accuracy, and then to this one, crit hit, and then finally to this one, which I found last night. Yeah, alts is Akuma is saying got to start playing more alts. It helps a lot, you know. The getting these mounts and these epic mounts and pets was really hard. I was constantly combining tons of blues. I was like, I can upgrade to rays, and then the rays turn into rays. That constantly kept on happening. But the thing is, it's very hard to get the materials with just one character, and if I didn't have these alternative characters supplying me with the materials, I wouldn't have these epics, you know, because it's just how you just constantly need to fire through, you know, the main mission, unlock the materials, and try to brute force. That's basically what I did. I just brute force myself epics using alternative characters, and eventually the goods come through. Yeah, the owl's quite nice. The stats are good for the boss. It looks nice, but everyone's running around with a what do you call it, a poma? That's that big blue slimy thing. Where is it? This one, yeah. Every man and his dog has this pet, which I can see is quite nice actually. It's with, you know, the stats. 1000 crit hits is really high, and the 5% crit damage is really good. More experience as well. I think I've got technically the worst epic, but still pretty nice compared to Rare. But technically, I think every other epic is better than mine. But I'm still happy. I'm happy with my wee owl. Right, it's almost time for the world bosses, and it's in an hour's time. Usually this cycle of going to depending on how busy I am. If I'm kind of busy and want to AFK, I tend to go to the boss in the forest. Map. That's easy. You just go to Echo Slopes and then stick it on auto, and then eventually kill the boss. This one's easy to get because there's only one location where the boss can appear. But if you're feeling lucky, you should go for the ones in the earlier maps. They can appear in 2 different locations. You know, you can see up the top, location 1, 2, and it's if you're lucky, you'll be in the right spot. But now because everyone's hitting so hard. If you're in the wrong spot, you're kind of too late to reach the second spot. One way to get around that is to quickly change channels, and hopefully the boss in the other channel is in the correct spot. But if you're unlucky, which has happened quite often for me, you miss the boss. And the reason why these bosses are quite good is because they drop the marks, which sell a lot more. They're more valuable, I think, and you can sell the marks for maybe 2 or 3 times more than the one from Echo Slopes. Right, I've like I said, I've just having a look through my characters here. I've deleting 2 characters. This Ghosty 10 I recently curated, and I finished the main mission, and I'm just about finish. Yeah, I'm almost done the monthly mission to get the epic water. I'm just going to pick up some more soul shards and do up to 4,000 there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off all the demon stones and then dismantle it for this monthly mission, and that gives me 10 out from 15, giving me the epic water. Before I dismantle my demon stones, I'm making sure I can do the daily missions, which is what I need for this event, which is almost done. That's just tomorrow. I'll be finished with this character tomorrow. Just do 11 daily missions, maybe 10 minutes worth, and then I'll dismantle my demon stones, apply the soul stones, get the monthly epic waters. I'll try applying them into my gear, and hopefully one of the soul stones will turn to legendary. Then I'll delete. Before deleting the character, I'll need to make sure I empty my bag. Is there anything valuable? Not really, just gold really, isn't it? The way you convert the gold into something useful is to buy tons of instant HP potions and then just pop it into your chest. So that's the way I convert the gold into something valuable for my main. But I think there's nothing. Well, there's bits and pieces here that I can know, like food and small potions, but I'm just going to ignore those. They're not that valuable. Yeah, I'll be deleting Ghosty 10 tomorrow once I've finished with that. Something's happened in the trading post. Alright, sold a trust earring. I found that last night, just farming research. So that's that. Yeah, the last 24 hours farming research, demon conquests, and getting lucky with the pet and the demon conquest, getting that crystal. That's basically what I've spent my time on in the last 24 hours. The alts, I didn't really spend that much time with my alts. Having a look at the next alt, Ghosty 6. This one's a pretty old character, and it's been my intention to keep two relatively strong characters. The reason why I want to keep strong alternative characters is because of potential events where you might need a slightly higher CP to get, to kill fast. You want to kill fast. Is usually future dungeons. The last time we had a dungeon that gave us 1 hour per character. But I found that characters that hit faster and kill more actually would drop more stuff. So you want to kind of hold back maybe 1 or 2 characters which are quite strong. And if you're starting from scratch, it takes a while to build the character up. And when I say it takes a while, it's the imprinting. It takes a while to get the imprint stones. I know it's a bit faster with doing it using gold now, but you can't use gold for the the volcano map, and that's where you get the tons of imprint stones. But eventually, over time, you get enough to unlock the main imprint sections. I need to move on with these characters. If I'm keeping these characters, I can make them even stronger by going to the next chapter. I'm considering deleting Ghosty 6 and making it into turn this around into a fast main quest. They'll get the stuff from the main quests again. Character just because I think this character is just sitting doing not very much. I'm just doing the dailies, which is allowing me to get close to completing this event. But the problem with keeping alternative characters for a long time is that it's actually harder. It's harder to do the monthlies. I found when you start a new character and run through the entire mission, you just auto sleep. Next morning you find, oh right, you picked up 10 million gold. Things like that get automatically completed with a brand new account. So you're like 20% done with the monthly mission with a brand new account, and I find that a lot easier. Also, you've killed a few thousand Solanar monsters, which you need for one of the missions. So it's a lot easier to do monthly missions if you're starting again. And with this character that I'm keeping, looking at the stuff that I need to do, I can't be asked going through all the things that's needed. So I'm not doing them. I should do them. It's worth doing it. The epic. I should do it for the epic water at least, because that's still worth something like 2,000 gems in the marketplace. It's so hard to get. Probably do it later in the month when there's some more time. And the situation with Ghosty 5 is the same as Ghosty 6. Ghosty 11 and 12. I didn't actually do the mission. I didn't actually do the epic water mission and the monthly mission. I just quickly ran through the main mission, extracted all the enhanced scrolls, the enhanced scrolls that you get from one of the events. It's something like 300. You get something like 300 event enhanced scrolls and maybe around 15 enchantment tombs, and those things are pretty good for tweaking your character, and that's how I've managed to get so much of my gear into max enchantment, because I've been extracting. Let's have a look at the event. So, yeah, this event, I've been extracting these enchanted tombs and enchantment scrolls, and then tweaking my character with max enchantment. And then also not just that, see a new character after 3 days, you get a blue. Admittedly, it's the same blue companion, but if you're able to do this often enough, you get more chances at potentially getting an epic. Unfortunately, I wasn't lucky enough. I went through so many combinations, combining them, and they just end up turning into stuff that I already had. But hopefully I might get an epic companion soon. So we just need to hold on to the new character for 3 days, and then you can decide after then whether to continue doing the missions for the monthly missions and the epic water, and you can delete them afterwards and then repeat again. Get the sea ring after 14 days. I bought the necklace version of this, the V-Team Challenger necklace for £10, and I ended up finding the necklace after 2 days. But the thing about this necklace is that it's completely bound to the character. You can't put this into the chest. I found I wanted to put my Veteran Challenger necklace into the chest when I found, you know, there is no that Veteran Challenger necklace. I wanted to put that into the chest and give it to my other characters, but it's not possible. You can only use it on the character that originally gets the item. In terms of CP, you know, increasing CP is really it's a case of getting it from everywhere. There's no single thing. You know, like, you know, with many games you might find, oh yeah, lots of combat power is from the weapon. This game isn't like that. It's actually the CP is from everywhere. You need to get the CP from every single thing, from enhancement levels, the gear, soul stones, research, item sets, enchantment levels. Did I say that already? Probably. It comes from everything and it all adds up. It's very incremental. You'll see your character growing very slowly but steadily. There's nothing that jumps up you know, jumps up the CP very quickly. Hang on a sec. Oh, you're right. Just like, sorry. One Punch is asking, can I see your research ghost? Yep. My research. Yes. The research was something I've only started focusing on doing. Ugh, and my eyes, I'm going blind. Research. Demons Guild. I can't. Oh, there it is. There's too many icons. I actually took like frigging 10-15 seconds looking for the word research. Normally, if I'm not streaming, I'm tired. I couldn't find the research section. They need to tidy up this interface. Oh dear. Right, okay. Let's start from the top. Okay. You can see this. This is almost all done. The bosses. I probably need to manually farm the boss or buy the marks, but the rest is almost done. And the way I can't be asked farming these named bosses manually. So what I do is I use a hunter, and the hunter will slowly chip away in finishing off what you need. So I use a white hunter for this, and eventually this will be completed. It's the same with I've got all the normal ones, and the blue ones again. Eventually the white hunters will work their way through each one over time. Same with forest, all the normals done and blue ones not there. Desert, all the normal ones done, and same again with the blue and boss. Volcano, still working on Volcano. It's kind of, the normals are half done. Well, mostly, well, yeah, kind of half done. A lot of them stuck at 3 and 4, and it's just it's because I'm spending a lot of my time in alternative characters. I'm not actually farming as often as I should, and I should go back to farming. I'm going back and forth between the Lunatra Volcano and the Volcano map. The Lunatra Volcano is almost done, I think, for normals. Okay, Highlands, virtually nothing done. The reason why there's virtually nothing done, not even level 1, is because I only start farming a map when Nexon increases the marks. If you get like 1 mark per kill, then I think, oh, that takes too long. I don't really farm those marks and those maps. So even not farming these new maps, I still haven't finished my research. Yeah, I haven't finished my research because I'm spending so much time on my other characters. Okay, these Abyss maps is kind of similar to the early normal maps. I've done all the normal ones. Nice Regrets, Girl Nightmare 1 is yeah, same, similar to other maps. But I managed to finish the Evelyn boss in Nightmare 2 and 3. There was a day when I found a rotation, a boss rotation, and I just managed to kill the boss very regularly in a regular cycle for these. Well, I've not finished the normals for Nightmare 3, but I've killed the boss up to maximum. Merchant's Wish 1, picking off the level 1s here. I'm almost done the two sections for this map. The last section's too hard. I think you need something like 300 CP, so these are still empty. But I've got level 1 at least. So that's my research. It's kind of mostly done apart from the new ones. Right. Let's pick up the gems here. 75. Yeah, I've earlier this morning I upgraded some more item sets back up to 204 out of 683. See, the thing about these item sets, it's really hard to navigate and view what you need. The interface is really bad. It's you kind of have to manually scroll. Like if you're like want to have a look at I want to look at the trust collection, you have to scroll for a minute, through glory on and then solidarity stuff. It's quite. They need to tidy this up. This item set is probably one of the hurdles why people are missing out on a lot of CP, because they don't realise there might be some pretty easy things to pick up, but you have to search for it. It's hard to search for things. What's this? Trust armor. I could maybe get this. I've completely forgot. I forgot about this. I forgot I even got one bit from this set. Until I scan through this list. I could probably sort this out by buying the armors later on. It's not bad. The stats are quite good. Defense. Well, that's defense. I want attack. I would prefer attack based stats. Shoes are quite expensive. Shoes stuff. But yeah, I would recommend people to see if they can get all the glory stuff up to +8. Try to focus on and all normal and fine item sets using enchantment scrolls. Oh, there was another reason why my CP has gone up. It's because of the imprinting. This last imprint stone. The only way to get these demon slates is through killing the very last boss in the Lunatra Highlands, and I got 3 pieces. These 3 normal pieces fairly early. Very lucky. In fact, there was like first 3 bosses killed. I got exactly these 3 pieces. Then after that, I constantly getting repeats. I could not get this final section, and I eventually saved enough demon slates to dismantle, and I bought a chest which could give me anything from a green to a purple, and it dropped the section I needed, albeit as a fine demon slate. Yeah, I have all the demon stones. The stats are quite high. I'll remove it. I'll remove this. Say it's 2114. Put this back in. It's quite high. It's a lots of stats. I think it was around 220,000 CP was when I first got my first demon slate. But the problem was the main issue for me was technical. I kept on lagging and also crashing so often. And I think if you don't have any technical issues, you could probably get it around maybe 200,000 CP. it's easier now actually. It takes a long time. Something's changed with the boss rotations. At first everyone used to do Milla 1, Milla 2, Milla 3 and Milla 4, and then there wasn't enough time for Milla 5. But now I think folk are kind of jumping around to different Millas, and Milla 1 now takes about maybe 15 minutes or maybe an hour for each boss, and we only managed to finish off Milla 1 and Milla 2 now every night. But one of the good things out of that is that there's less players around, and I'm able to successfully get the participation at least, because I'm crashing less often and it's lagging less. Yeah, this item sets is a big thing. I think all these things add up. 204 out from 683. 204 item sets is it's like I said, it's all incremental. You know, you need to. These things kind of slowly build up your CP. Even these demon stones. All right. Is there any questions you'd like to ask me? I'm probably going to sign off before the boss because my device still struggles with bosses sometimes. Alright, I think I'm just going to call it a night, and thanks for coming to my stream, and I'll catch you folks next time. I'm not sure, I wasn't intending to do this stream this early. I was maybe going to give it a few days, but my CP just jumped up so quickly, so I thought it's just nuts. The CP went up just by playing the game the way you're supposed to play, you know, just getting stuff from Demon Conquest, research, item sets. It's you just keep working on it and your CP will gradually increase. So okay, thanks again, and I'm just going to catch you folks later and see you guys in game.